Hi students, in this session we are going to discuss about unit 3. In the unit 3 also we have two parts. One part is going to be described about life cycle phases and the second part is going to be described about artifacts of the process. So coming to the first part, life cycle phases. Here the life cycle phases has divided in this fashion: engineering phase or engineering stage and production stage. So here we have an inception phase, elaboration phase, construction phase and transition phase. So finally we says that there are two stages in life cycle. One is engineering and the second one is called as a production, and four phases here. One is inception, elaboration, construction and transition. So these points we are going to be discussed in this session. Artifacts of the process, second part. So what are the artifact sets? Here among the artifact sets, what are management artifacts and engineering artifacts? Pragmatic artifacts, three ways: management artifacts, engineering artifacts and pragmatic artifacts. The next one is model based software architectures, that is management perspective and technical perspective we are going to be see. So these are the topics we are going to be covered in the third unit. So first we will go for the life cycle phases. So whenever you have a life cycle, the life cycle generally we says that the life cycle is having analysis, design, coding, testing and maintenance. So previously we have seen like this. But here they are describing that the life cycle phases has been divided into two stages. So that means one stage is called as a engineering stage, the second stage is called as a production stage. So that means all the engineering aspects of any software development will be performed in the engineering stage, and in the production, building all these things will be done in the production stage. So here see, the life cycle phases has been divided into two engineering and production stages. Any software development life cycle consists of two stages. One is engineering stage and the second one is production stage. In the engineering stage, driven by less predictable but smaller teams doing design and synthesis activities. In the engineering stage, driven by less predictable, means it is less predictable, and only a smaller group of people or smaller few number of people only going to doing design and analysis or synthesis activities. These are the tasks it is going to be performed in the engineering stage. Coming to the production stage, driven by more predictable, so it can be predict more and larger number of teams are performing their works in this stage, and test and development activities, construction, testing and development or deployment activities are going to be performed here. These are the tasks that are going to be performed in engineering stage and production stage. Again we will see how an engineering stage has been divided and how a production stage has been divided. Here see, the following table shows the two stages of life cycle. This is the life cycle aspect or attributes: engineering stage activities and production stage activities. The first attribute is risk reduction. So whenever you want to reduce the risk means, so in the engineering stage you want to consider about schedule and technical feasibility. So in the software project, the feasibility study is more and more important. So we can take different types of feasibility studies in any software project. Already we discussed in software engineering. But here in the engineering stage, how far technically this product is feasible for implementation, that we want to study here. In the production stage, just they are going to be taken about the cost only. Coming to the second attribute, products. So here architecture baseline. The engineering stage will be based on architecture. The base of the engineering stage is a architecture. That's why we are calling that one as a architectural baseline. Here production release baselines. Here it is mainly concentrating on production. That means final end of the project, production baseline. Coming to activities. Whenever you go for these activities, what are the activities we are performing in engineering stage means analysis, design and planning. Here this is foremost important for any software project. In the engineering stage, we want to analyze the problem. So that means what to do of the problem, how we want to collect the data, and what is the input of the problem and what is the output of the problem. In detail, we want to perform an analysis here. Next, we are going to be perform a design here. Here, design is nothing but of based on the analysis, we will create a design. Whatever the design we have created here, the design should be satisfied with the analysis whatever we have done. So depend upon these two, we want to go for further step. Based on analysis, we are going to create the design. So the design wants to 100% satisfy all the analysis requirements. Next, here we are going to make a planning. For every software project, we have an SDP, software development plan. How to go through the project. So what are the plans or what are the things we want to consider for the project, and what are the activities we want to perform in the project. All these things have been represented in in software development plan. So the planning is nothing but of creating a software development plan. So based on that plan, we want to move for further. Next, in the production stage, the activities are implementation and testing. Based on the design of engineering stage, here we want to implement the design. Implementation the design is nothing but of developing a code. So based on the design only, we want to develop the code. After performing the code, we want to test. So that means whether we have done it right or wrong. So the testing will plays a major role in quality of the system and performance of a system. Based on the requirement specification document, we will perform a testing. Whenever you perform a testing, you can judge that whether this application has been achieved the required quality or not, and all the all the requirements of the application has been implemented successfully or not. All these things we are going to be representing testing. Next, assessment. Here how we can assess the engineering stage and production stage. Here the assessment will be done based on the demonstration. So demonstration means whatever the work you have been performed, you want to demonstrate. In this fashion, I am moving forward, and these are the tasks I am going to be conduct in the project. Like that, a demonstration should be conducted. After that, an inspection also will be conducted. That is nothing but of an walkthrough. Inspecting of this engineering stage will also helps a lot. Here, what it will, how it is going to be help for us means, so if I conduct a walkthrough or an inspection, I can resolve the errors at the beginning. That means in the engineering stage itself only, that errors may not reflect on the remaining part of the system. So that's why in the engineering stage, the assessment will be done in these two ways. One is called as a demonstrating the work, and the second one is conducting an inspection. In the production stage, here also we are going to be performing testing. So here production means final one. So whenever you perform a testing, you can say that my product is a quality product, or I have been achieved all the requirements. So like that, in the production stage, the assessment will done through a testing. Next, economics. Resolving diseconomics of scale. So here, whenever you are performing that any application, we are concentrating on ROI. Whenever you concentrate on ROI, so whether it is feasible, economically feasible or not. If it wants to become feasible of economics means how, what are the things we want to consider, or how we can want to go. So that's why the economics related means cost related. In the engineering stage, resolving diseconomics of scale. Next, in production stage, exploiting economics of scale. So here once you decide this one, definitely we can achieve the exploiting of economics of scale in the production stage. Here coming to the management activity. So in the engineering stage, the management activity will plays a key role because of they want to plan how to go through the project completely based on this particular application. Definitely we are going to perform the tasks. The planning is far most important. Here, any part of implementation has not been done yet. So we want to create a plan. So that plan should be executed in the production stage. So that's why the planning is foremost important in the engineering stage. The management activity in the engineering stage is creating a planning. That plan will be also called as a software development plan or SDP. Here in the in the production stage, what the management activity means operations. Here, once a product has been completed, whether you have been performed the system, whether you have been implemented the system correctly or not means based on the operations of the system only we can get whether we have done it right or wrong. So performing an operations is one of the key of identifying the system productivity or the quality of the system or the performance of the system or the reliability of the system. And also we can say that once you perform an operations, we can also decide whether the application is user friendly or not. So once your application is more user friendly, then you can say that your system is a more reliable. Like that, these are the attributes or these are the tasks that we are going to be performed in engineering stage and production stage. That means on what aspect we are going to be concentrate in risk reduction, products, activities, assessment, economics, and management. What are the how these attributes are going to be focused on engineering stage? On what aspect they will concentrate in the production stage? On what accept on what task they will mainly concentrate will described in this table. Coming to the engineering stage, again the engineering stage has been divided into two phases. So that is one is inception phase and the second one is elaboration phase. So the inception phase means analysis, like that. The elaboration phase means design phase. So the production phase is the production stage is decomposed into two distinct phases. One is called as a construction and another one is called as a transition. So like this they have been divided. Finally we says that the life cycle has been divided into two stages. Again the two stages has been divided. In the engineering stage has divided into two phases. One phase is called as the inception phase, another phase is called as the elaboration phase. The same manner the production stage is also decomposed into two phases. One phase is called as the construction phase, another phase is called as the transition phase. Here we will represent diagrammatically how the phases will be in the life cycle. See, this is the diagram phase of life cycle. So the total life cycle is they have divided into two categories: engineering stage, production stage. The engineering stage is inception, elaboration. The production stage is construction and transition. Here see the inception phase is nothing but of creating of an idea. Idea is nothing but of what to do we want to analyze. Here it is a base or starting of any software project. So like this we are going to be perform the inception phase. Creating of an idea is nothing but of an inception phase. The next phase is an elaboration. Whenever you consider an elaboration phase, creating an architecture of the system is called as a elaboration phase. We are creating an architecture of a system or a design of a system. That phase is called as a elaboration phase. Coming to here iterative wise, this is called as a construction. Here the construction means nothing but of we are going to be perform the development and testing. So here in the construction phase we will write down the code based on the design and we will perform the testing activities here to finalize our product quality. So that is will be done in the way of beta releases. Coming to the transition, whenever you go for this transition phase, So in the transition phase, we are going to be check about the products. So here the products is nothing but of deployment of deployment of an application, how we are going to be done, and whenever you go for the deployment, several types of testings also will be done at the time of deployment, simply alpha testing and beta testing. So these type of testings will be done in the stage of a deployment, because of once before deploying the project we want to test in the developer organization and check whether the application is working right or wrong. So once completion, after deploying an application at the client side or client area, so we want to perform a testing like a beta testing. So at that time we also will know that whether this product will be more user friendly to the users or not. So like this, diagrammatically we can represent the life cycle of phases in this fashion. Simply, they will represent that the inception phase is called as it creates an idea, the elaboration phase creates an architecture, the construction phase represents a beta releases of an application, that is developing of code or writing of a code. The transition phase represents the end of the product in this fashion, and diagrammatically they have been represented, and also it will move in this direction: idea, architecture, next beta releases, next products. This is the end of the life cycle. In this fashion they will represent the system architecturally. Thank you.